Hello, my dear friend. Welcome back to WHO Train to Gain and Grow with Us episode. I would like to thank you to all of you for giving your support, comment, and likes. I really thankful to you all. In last episode, we have started all about the system and how it's related to law of nature. We have to be understand the system principles from the beginning, and we have understood until now the short summary of the system. Now we will carry on further and understand how these all points can be practically implemented into the practice. Basically, theoretical systems or theory of the any medical systems sometime complicated to implement in the practice. That's why most of the medical system sometime do not give the results into the practice, and that's why practitioners look alternatives and some other medicines. So in this episode we will understand once again how the theory should be implemented into the practice, so your practice become very easy. The MATI system is the only system is well matched, theory as well as practice. So we will start today the fundamental principles, fundamental principles of the system. So basically we will today understand once again the fundamental principles. In the end of this fundamental principle, you will able to understand the scientific base of the system as well as the practice step. So first of all, we have to start with law of similar. Law of similar. Second, the selection of remedy. And third is organopathy. Organopathy. And fourth is very important in any medical science is mode of administration. This is should be very important. So Count Caesar Matti is the first person again who actually corrected all the systems principle into one and linked his medical system to the law of similar. The law of similar is invented by the ancient medical systems many thousand years back in Ayurveda, and then it's reintroduced in the Europe by the Paracelsus, and then it was again implemented by the Hahnemann into his medical system, homeopathy, the law of similar. The homeopathy actually took law of similar in a different directions. The ancient law of similar is totally different from the homeopathic point of view. So Matti actually removed the error and put law of similar into the right direction. And that's why if you look at today's medical modern science do not carry the Hahnemann's law principle, but it makes sense when they study about the Matti's law of similar. And after Matti's death, the Cross, his disciple, forwarded the law of similar in very unique way, and after that, in 100 years later, again the law of similar was disappeared from the study of Mattei system. So Dr. Satyapal once again restarted the law of similar, and That's why WHO more focus practically into the system. So law of similar means that in Mattei system, the law of similar means the relationship between the disease and remedy. That's called law of similar. The relationship between the disease or with the medical science. So basically, this will take you to understand the system fully. And then the selection of remedy should be on temperament. So basically, any system based on the temperament, either Ayurveda, either homeopathic, either Mattei system, or any systems based on their own temperaments. And then the organopathy. Basically, the organopathy means that the human body, human body, human body is anatomical and physiological buildup. So structure and function work together. So that's actually called, which we can say also the physiobiological. So then structure means organ and function means system. So basically this is the point. And then comes the dilutions theory. The mode of administration is dilution, which called small doses. And basically in Mattei system is up to 24x, not more than D12. It means that the any substances of the molecule still present in the all dilutions of the Mattei system. When we compare it with the other system of medicines like homeopathy, we don't find over 24x any molecule. So, and then it comes law of opposite. Law of opposite. The law of opposite always be implemented in the dose, not in anywhere else. So that's the mistake our practitioners do. So basically, once again, we will go what is the relationship between the disease and remedy, and that's the Mattei understood very well. Okay, so lymph diseases need lymph remedy. Basically, blood diseases need blood remedies, and there is, we call, to rebuild the cell and tissues, we need cancerous remedies, cell and tissue remedies. Okay, these are the perfect example in Mattei system. So there is relationship between the disease cause and the remedy, and we have to look at. For example, in any medical system, what body required is given by the in shape of food, in shape of remedy. We restore our system. If we need any supplements, what our body required, when we give same sort of supplement into our system, our body restore. So this is a perfect example given by only with the Mattei system of medicine. And then based on this, the temperament become. So there are three temperament. One is lymphatic, second is sanguine, and third is nervous system. Okay, this is we already understood in our previous video, but if you look at now, we are little bit going further, and that is some practitioner might be thinking, where is the mixed temperament gone? Actually, the mixed temperament will come now. The mix means any two. Okay, so basically any system again updated, should be updated. So lymphatic system and sanguine system means the lymphatic problems, sanguine means blood problem, and nervous is mind problem, which is very important today's world. So mixed means any two. So any two, or now the temperament become mixed. For example, lymphatic signs and sanguine signs, if the present, it means mixed. If the sanguine and nervous temperament is present, then is mixed. If the lymphatic and nervous system is signs present, it means mixed. So basically, mixed means any two signs of the temperament are present in the ill body is called mixed temperament. Wonderful, wonderful explanations and updated from the Metai to the Dr. Satyapal, and then carries those legacy of this system by WHO only. Okay, so again, when we go to the organ and system, we need a compound remedy, combination remedy, compound remedies, not the single. That's why the other system is dwindled, because our body is complex and we need our complex remedies. So we need a compound remedy. And then the law of opposite means that if you look at in nature, the law of opposite means there are two pairs given by the nature, negative, positive, day, night, happiness, sadness, and as male, female. So these are the pair. Law of opposite means polarity and attract each other. So it means it should be implemented on the mode of administration, which means that there are two type of dilutions, which is called hypo and hyper. This is the basic of two diseases in the body present, less or high, and that's why we need the two type of dilutions opposite. So hypo need undiluted, which is D4, and the hyper means diluted, which is you can dilute the D4 into the water quantity, or there is D12. So basically, to make a simple, WHO made it D12, not more than D12. This is the important point again and again coming. Sometime you will hear again the few points which is very essential. That's why we are repeating again and again. So no higher dilutions, no potencies, and never called potencies in the Metai system. Okay, Metai systems follows the dilutions, and potency systems followed by the Hahnemann systems of medicines. So D4, look at that, which means hypo means negative and hyper means positive. So bringing back to neutral is the key. Bringing back to neutral is the key and target of the dose. So that's why we have to be look at back into the neutral. So compound remedy means that the our all restore the system, restore the organ system into the neutral. Look at that, coming neutral, balanced state. So Metai is the only system which is theoretical as well as practical, achieving the goal in neutral, balancing the system, and then again the temperament. Okay, so there are lymph remedy, there are blood remedies, there are mind remedies, and there are mixed remedies, C groups, and there are organ based remedies, P group, there are intestine, there are digestive system, there are reproductive system. So we have to be look at that 9 group of medicines treating the 9 system of the body, balancing. So these group actually combating the disease and root cause of the disease. Okay, attacking on the root cause of the disease and bringing back the balanced state. So neutral, 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 balanced state. And then if you look at this one, the remedy in a strong dose. Look at remedies in strong dose raise and remedies in lighter dose reduce. So that's the relationship between the remedy and disease, bringing the body system in perfect balance state. What achievement we got? Look at that fundamental principle. We are talking about the fundamental principles. How this is comes the similar, and that's why if you look at law of similar given by the Count Matty, and then the Theodocros taken further the complexa complexis currenter, similar to the law of similar, the complex medicine need into the complex form. So that's why the Theodocros made it. But Dr. Satyapal taken more further. Similia complexis currenter. Similar complexes needed to treat in complex form. So look at that. From law of similar, Mattei given, and then is gone from the cross complexa complexis currenter, and then Dr. Satyapal's similia complexis currenter. So these are the fundamental principles coming in the same way from Mattei down to Dr. Satyapal. So WHO is carrying the principle and making updated version of the old principle into the new system for the new generation. So that's, and then now we will understand the how this old systems work into the practical way. So now in previous point we have understood that the fundamental principle into the theory, okay, on the theory basis. So what we got similar, we got constitutional temperaments, okay, we got compound remedies, and we got smallest remedy doses. So we got small dose, okay. So this is, we have to be put into the practical now. Basically, if we are not practically looking into this one or implementing in practice, so any practitioner cannot achieve the goal. So we are now understanding the practice tips. It should be based on these 4 pillars, okay. Let's so say example in similar. For example, somebody comes and have a skin problem, okay. Somebody comes and has a skin problem. So constitutionals we have to look at where is constitutional. Is it lymphatic, sanguine, or nervous, or mixed? Basically, the skin problem comes in the nervous. So it can be a nervous, it can be a lymphatic, or it can be a sanguine. So it's called mixed. So what we call skin problem came into the practice and is a mixed. It's become, we have to put into the compound. And now the compound remedy, okay, which organ? The skin organ. Skin is the largest organ in the body, and we have to look at now what is the actually form of system. So there are, we have to look at some symptoms here, okay. So we have to look at the symptom. Is a wet, it's weeping, eczema, or any skin problem. Is a itchy there, or is a dryness, or there is no itch, okay. So there are 2 types. It's always be either is inflamed or is non-inflamed, okay. There will be 2 reasons Mati system so wonderful. Okay, we have to be respect. We have to be give a respect to our father, to our guru, to our teacher. Without those respect, without those implementing points, implementing into the system, is we will dwindle. So now the dose. So based on this, we have to be symptoms. We have to be made is wet, itchy. Okay, weeping eczema. It's a hyper. Okay, so dose should be diluted. Look at that. Very simple. Look at that. We have to be look at the diluted system. If there is no BP, there is a dryness, there is no inflammation, then undiluted. This is the only 1 and 2 doses. Why we should make a higher dilution if our father Mathai did not allow us? So we have to be respect that. Why we should follow the other system of medicines if we are studied and practicing in our Mati system. So basically, we have to understand the skin problem could be anything. Okay, any skin problem. Okay, and now is mixed. So we have to be look at what medicines. Next step is diagnosis. We are going to diagnose this way. Okay, so this is the problem came, and now we diagnosed it. It's, let's say example, mixed is lymphatic or nervous system. So basically the problem, skin problem, is lies into the lymphatic system and in the nervous system. So first remedy we have to be look at in lymphatic. So what are those lymphatic system remedies? There is a L group or there is a S group. So we have to be look at these two. Okay, so L group has 2 remedy and S group has a 12 remedy. Okay, is it right? We all knows this one. So where we do the mistake is the next step. Okay, we give so many remedies. Okay, so look at the compound remedy. The compound remedy means we have to be all our remedies are in complex form. So each and every medicines have the many plants into the one. So that's why we call compound remedy. So symptoms, for example, we have to be choose the nervous remedy is F group. Okay, so we have chosen from here L1, and from here we have to be look at the S3 because it's a skin. We have to be look at the root cause of the disease and the where is lies, which organ is lies is skin, and then one more is a mind remedy. Okay, because the cause is in between. So we got it 3 remedy here, and then we have to be look at the complex form. All are complex form covering the skin problem, covering all the symptoms. Okay, and we have to be go here from based on this point, either this one in a diluted form or in undiluted form. So this is the practitioner duty. Okay, so basically in the end what we got, that we have 3 remedies giving in a complex form, not mixing together. Okay, we are not mixing together. So, and giving in either based on the symptom, diluted, hyper is diluted dose, and hypo means undiluted, and the result will be straightforward. Basically what actually the practitioner do, for example, they give, this is an example of what actually practitioner do, which is totally wrong. Okay, what they give S1 and then give S3 and then they give S5, they give F1, they give sometime F2. Okay, and then they give C3. Okay, and then they are not following the complex because it's not complex now, it's become a Chyawanprash. because it's all together. Matty can do all together everything into one. So why he made it different remedies? Why he made it a group? Why the disciple is carrying in a similar way? Why the Dr. Satyapal is carrying that way? Why the WHO carrying the legacy in the same way? Because we have a roadmap. We have to go through that route which is given by our fathers to our mentors. So we have to follow that one. And then we don't know what. Mixing together and giving here, don't know which how to say essences, so which is not the part of the Metai system at all. Okay, so they are not following the D4 into the diluted form or undiluted form. So if you are WHO practitioner, you have to follow either D4 or D12. Basically D12 we recently introduced, okay, on the demand of some further research. Otherwise, any practitioner of WHO or trained by us is only using the D4, and the results are marvelous. Okay, you can talk to any WHO practitioners, you will see the difference between others and WHO. That's why our episode name is Train to Gain and Grow with WHO UK. Okay, so basically we are the follower of the Metai in the right direction. So there is only two type of doses and one type of remedy, D4. Okay, so make it easy, we have available D4. So we have scientifically proving the all the molecules of the plant is still present, which is our Metai want. Okay, the complex remedy is the only way to treat the many systems in once, and we are using the Metai systems, again not single remedies. And the temperament let down by the council Metai, lymphatic, sanguine and nervous systems is updated. Okay, so this is more. If we don't use the nervous system, we are incomplete. So updating the system further. So that's why if you look at in the end, WHO practitioner will follow easy step, only one or two remedies, and the others are following so many remedies. And if we want to explain what done what, we don't have answers, so we are blindly following. So this is we are scientific base and these are non-scientific base, because we are following the rules into the right directions, and these are. And then another one biggest problem is in practice that, for example, we are choosing one group remedies, for example S group, so we are using S1, S2, S10. Okay, look at that, the mistake. So Matty clearly said that I made the principal remedy is S1. If the S1 is not working, then S2. If those are failing, then S10. Okay, look at that. And now our practitioner giving to same disease, same patient, unnecessary the same group remedy. So for example, I will tell you the scientific theory behind this one is each and every remedy of the Metai is carrying synergy. Synergy means that if you look, I will give you example. That synergy means two or more energies placed into the one system on one remedy called synergy. Okay, so energy means one, single remedies giving energies, and complex remedies giving synergies. So for example, if you look at the wire, supplying the current into the any device, if you open that wire and see so many small and thin wires into the one whole cable wire. So basically, for example, each remedy is a one cable, and if you open that cable, there are so many wires in it. It means that if you look at the ingredients of any remedies, you will see the 9 plants into one remedies. Okay, so basically they all are carrying the energies and supplying the current into the device. So all are one single remedies of the complex form supplying the current into the organ, attacking the disease. Wonderful. So why have you seen somewhere that you given 2 3 wires into the one switch? No. So why are you giving the same remedies into the one patient? And then so what we got here? So never use in practice same group of remedies into one. Second, the should not be diluted beyond the limit. Okay, we have already understood that one. So either D4. Okay, so never use D1, D2, D3. This is the pharmacology. Okay, this should be, we will understand when the specific pharmacy episode come. Okay, why? Until the D1, D2, D3 are all are very sometimes harmful. Okay, without law we are illegals. We have to be follow the rule or regulations. Okay, and that's why blindly we are following. So D1, D2, D3 are the essences and is the pharmacology's job, not the practitioners. Okay, and one another thing we do little bit very unprofessional is that we actually diluting our systems with rectified spray or the water and giving to the patient, which is wrong. If you look at homeopathic is much better than our practitioner because they have a ready-made potencies and following their Hahnemann's principles. Okay, they are respecting their founder. Our practitioner is not respected, but theoretically they are saying we are respecting. No, my dear. We are not respecting matrices. We are not following our previous founders. So what we are doing, we are mixing. Will you accept if somebody mixing the remedy in water and give it money to you, paying a fee for you is not good. So basically, we should do not use D1, D2, D3. We should only use D4 and given in a water or direct. Okay, make it easy for you as well as for practitioner. It's not hygienic if you are making the dilutions in your practice. Okay, so don't take me wrong. I'm just giving you the right directions. Better in your taste, but better in your results. So we have to be follow that one. So basically, we should not give so many remedies. So many remedy means you are not professional. You are not scientific. You mixing together and making a complicated and giving that one. What remedy? If the research goes on and somebody asks you that you have given 10 remedies in skin problems to mix together, and if the question arises, what remedy done and how the patient is treated or cured? No answer. WHO will give the answer. What L1 done? Purify the lymph. What the S3 restore the skin organ. Okay, and F1 mind, because itchiness and the stress level is there, whole body is in has a complication. So mind is restoring. So based on that, we have a complex structure in, and then we given it D4. If the symptom is hypo, no itch, no, there is a dryness, there is not subscissor gland is not secreting, so hypo, and we are giving D4. If the weeping eczema, wet and itchiness, uncomfortable, diluted. So 2, what are scientific study we are teaching? So we are different from the homeopath. Remember, we are different from the Ayurveda. We are different from the herbal Mati system, all in one. Okay, we are following the fundamental principle into the theory, and then from theory to the practice, and the practitioners will be more happier to follow that one, and constant results will come, and the patient is happy. So my dear friend, this is the end of the episode, and I hope you everybody like it. So always follow the true path, always respect to our founders, and carry the updated and latest version of the system which will give you time by us. Okay, thank you very much for you. I hope you will like it and share it to further to give awareness and make Matty systems number one. Thank you very much. Bye.